Welcome back to Let's Play Guild Wars 2. Oh god. Okay, so I finally figured out, using my brain, which as many of you know is not very good, that there are things to do with the Crystal Bloom, which can be done a bunch of different ways. You could do a bunch of things with this. Like, we did this one, apparently. Yeah. And then we could do this, which is purchasing boxes. But I didn't realize what you can do. Here's the thing. It's because it's because I'm stupid. I thought this was just like any other gate. Right? It's not. You can go on dragon response missions. Which, like, let's say we'll go to the Brisbane Wildlands. Let's go public. So now, this is what we did. This is similar, or it should be similar, as far as I understand, to what we did when I was alone. It's not. This is different. Okay. Oh, no, it's the same. See, so this is what we did when I was alone. And the point of this is to basically, this is like the grind section, because now we got to grind for things so that we can. What is going on here? So that we can. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll just have to do this. Please leave me alone. What is going on? Jesus. No, no, no. Oh my god. Because now we have to do grinding. So, okay. Fires are out. We're good. Right, so I guess I probably could have done this with other people from the start. Although I don't actually know. Although it does seem a little bit harder. Although I don't know what the boss will be like. But this is what apparently we're supposed to do. And I'll probably do one episode of this. Just because that's all I can really stomach to do, because at least on camera, because we've already done this, you know, I don't like repeating things a ton. Although this is definitely cool doing it with people now, as opposed to you know, just alone. We have to kill 12 destroyers in a somewhat short amount of time. So, I want to talk about something, which I feel like is becoming a meme at this point. Whenever I say I want to talk about something, it's usually something really stupid. And it's something that, like, I'm not like thrilled to talk about it, if that makes sense, because it's not something that it's not something that, like, I actually enjoy talking about, but it is something that is circulating around, I guess you could say, the gaming world right now. If you haven't been paying attention, or maybe you're just not aware, that was a really mean way of me wording that. If you haven't been paying attention, no. But if you haven't been aware, maybe it's slipped your radar, and hell, you're probably lucky if it slipped your radar. The gaming community is kind of a train wreck, as of right now, specifically because, certain people in the gaming community, and where the gaming community and streaming community meet, are kind of train wrecks. And it kind of keeps coming out that a lot of them are horrible people. And the most recent foray, yeah, foray, is that the word? Probably the word. Sounds like the word. Going with the word. Is something that happened with, which is going on now with, Pokimane, who I'm sure, like, it almost just frustrates me even talking about her, because she's, like, the most annoying person to talk about. And a man named Fedmeister. So, for those of you that don't know, Fedmeister was removed from the company of a brand called Offline TV some months ago, because he was doing some really inappropriate, really, terrible things to some of the other female people in the house. And that much is true. And real not cool. Oh. Wait a minute, I'm getting distracted. But anyway, so something new arose that basically, a lot of the stuff that he got blamed for, at least in his version of the story, he pretty much disputes. And whether or not that's true or not, you know, I truly believe the truth of any story is, you know, you've got one side, so in this case you have Fed side, the other case you have, and you have Pokimane side. And sorry this is a little late by the time I think this is going up and whatnot. I'm like a day or two late to this anyway, but even still, so that means it's probably another day or two late. But I just want to talk about it because it kind of caught my ear, unfortunately. It's what happens. I swear to God, Pokimane ends up on my Twitter timeline like once every few months, which really suggests that she, I guess, does stupid stuff once every few months, and I'm not even apologetic about saying that, because I don't follow her or anything like that, and sure enough, I don't know. And so something happened that I guess Fedmeister wrote like a whole document basically trying to explain like his side of what happened a little bit and like everything that went down between him and Pokimane, because when he originally was brought up on like what he did, like she really kind of like kicked his ass to the curb. Like she did a whole stream about it. Like it was, you know, it's a whole thing like that. You would probably have to look it up, and I mean you can, it's on the internet. But she like really basically cut him loose on a stream. And he basically came back and was like, hey, we were into each other and we weren't into each other and a lot of things went wrong, and she also lied about me saying this, and then she also then said, well, no, we were never into each other and he's lying about me being the only one who wanted this. And it's like, here's the truth, man. It's like, and it's probably something real uncomfortable for anyone, like if I had to guess. Like, here's the thing, and it's probably something we don't think about. It's like, it's real easy to be bad. Or, no, it's real easy to be shitty to a bad person. Like, it is a possibility. And, like, you know, because, like, I read, like, both, like, I read his document, I read hers, not, like, fully, because I don't have goddamn time for that. You know, I skimmed through the important parts, and, you know, the idea is basically that Fedmeister said, oh, she's really manipulated, and she's like, oh, no, he's really bad. And it's like, well, we know he's bad. It's like, but that doesn't mean you aren't manipulative. Like, that's, you know, it is possible to be a shitty person to bad people. And that kind of seems like what the case is here. It's like, she kind of, you know, look, anyone that's ever had roommates or anything like that, it's like, look, I don't care if he's into you or what, and she might say, oh, well, I didn't know about X, Y, or Z, and I didn't know that he was into me because I thought I made it clear I wanted to just be friends and whatnot. It's like, but he, you know, Fedmeister made it clear that, like, she was having dudes over when he thought there was still something going on between them. And since they were right next to each other in, I guess, wherever they stayed or wherever their company house was, which is part of the problem, live in your own damn houses, people. I understand, I think they're in California, and I understand, I mean, God may God have mercy on their soul, but, it's like, look, that's just, I don't care if he's into you or not, like, getting it on with, like, people in the next room when they can clearly hear you, like, that is, like, the epitome of, like, bad roommate etiquette. I don't think we went this way the first time I played through this. This seems kind of strange. This looks different. Did we go? But it's like, you know, it's like just doing that in general. Like, I don't care if he was into you or not. It's garbage. Like, why would you do that? Like, that's the, you know, like, that's the type of stuff you expect to deal with, like, when you're in college with, like, people, you know, like, with people in the, you know, the dorm room next to yours. Like, you don't expect to deal with that in what's technically your house. Like, and, like, that's just the most frustrating thing to me. It's like, why can't two things be evident? It's like, yes, Fedmeister's a POS, and it's like, but she's also clearly, she's like not a good person either. Like, and like I feel like there's been evidence of that like in the past. Like there was the whole thing like when she invited that dude on her stream and like basically forced an apology out of him because like he made a video about her that she didn't like, which she also then at one point had to apologize for because she was like, I didn't understand like what I was doing. And it's like I remember that video was hysterical because it was purposely made with a bad microphone. Yeah, that was a good one. That's probably a top tier YouTube apology. It's like, why, like I don't understand. Like, we get it, like he's a bad dude, but that doesn't absolve you. Like, and she says too, she's like, this is just like 20-year-old relationship drama. It's like, okay, but that doesn't absolve, like admitting that, as true as it may be, does not absolve you from your role in it. Like, it's so infuriating to like a certain extent. Like, I don't, like, I feel like she keeps doing this. Like, every time she gets called out for something, she's like, oh, I didn't understand this, or I didn't know that this was going on, or I didn't know. It's like, how many times can she basically use this excuse and like people are okay with it? Like I said, the last party she made, she's like, I didn't understand that like I wasn't in my right to do that or whatever, and she's like, I didn't understand like, what was it? Her whole thing was like she didn't understand what qualified as transformative content or something like that. And it's like, like she's basically like she's doing the same thing now. She's like, he didn't understand my perspective, them, and I didn't. You know, it's like, how many times can she make this excuse and like people just eat it up? Like, at some point, like, can you just take responsibility for what happened, whether you were like fully in the know or not? Like, because things can happen even without your like 100% knowledge. Like, that's how life works. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so. Like, and I don't think, like, before any of you think, like, like, yeah, because I hate this type of stuff, but, like, I feel like, because I feel like this sort of stuff, like, reflects poorly on, like, the whole, like, the fact that streamers, and, like, this is granted the latest example of it, but there were other examples, like, with the Super Smash Bros. Stuff that went on, like, early this year. Like, the fact that content creators and streamers, like, can't keep their business private, like, it's so bad for like everyone. Like, not only is it bad for them, obviously, because like they get canceled or whatever you want to call it, like it's just bad for the community. Like, because these are people who are visible and like they're supposed to be examples of the community. Like, Jesus Christ, be better. Like, it's not like, it's so frustrating. Like, this is why like it actually frustrates me. Like, and I couldn't even care less about like what happened with her and him and whether it was he said, she said. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I think at least it's fairly clear that they're both bad people. I mean, Fed, we know, is a bad person. He admitted he's a bad person. It's like, but, and like, she can keep doing whatever she wants to, like, you know, paint herself that she's not, but like, by all accounts, she's a pretty bad person too. And it's like, just, oh my god, like, like, there is some level of responsibility that comes with, like, being that big, and, like, being that much of a you know, an influence, like, in the industry, and, like, in your, you know, in gaming and everything like that. It's like, can you please, for the sake of everyone, like, be better? Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, you see, and, like, I don't think I'm even, like, unjust in making that statement. Like, you see this in, like, Hollywood, too. Like, when one of these Hollywood sleazebags, like, when you find out they did something terrible, it's like, it reflects on all of Hollywood. Like, Jesus Christ, be better. Like, it's the same thing here. Like, you're the ones in the limelight. You're the ones on camera. Like, you know, I think you have a responsibility to everyone to, like, conduct yourself properly. And that goes for both of them. Like, it's just... And for those of you that say, oh, well, it sounds like you're only going after Pokimane, or you're defending Fedmeister, it's like, I'm not defending Fedmeister, but I also don't think I should really have to talk about him. If it has to be said that someone that's commits sexual assault is a bad person, then I don't want to live in this world anymore. You know, like, I really don't think I need to, like, touch on that. You know, it's... But, like, she keeps getting a free pass. Like, I don't understand it. Like, even in this document that she wrote, like, in response to him, like, it's basically just like, oh, well, you know he's a bad person. And it's like, no one's saying he's not a bad person, but that doesn't absolve you. Like, take some responsibility, please, for once. Like, I don't know. It just... It's so annoying. Like, it's so annoying. It really is. And I'm not even going to get into, apparently something went on her Discord server that, like, she might be transphobic. I'm not even going to get into that just because I haven't done any research on it. I can't really speak on it. Although she basically ignored it. She did this whole write-up and she didn't feel the need to mention it once. So, I don't know, man. It's all just a disaster, and we gotta destroy these things again. But yeah, I think that's basically where I'm gonna leave that. It's like, can we please just admit that they're both bad people? Like, someone else being a bad person does not absolve you of being a bad person. Like, that. And I think that's advice that people should take, like, in their whole lives. Like, it's not... You can't do whatever you want or say whatever you want or get away with whatever you want because of what someone else has done. Like, please, like, it's just... I don't know. It's really frustrating to me. I don't know if it's as frustrating to anyone else as it is to me, but it's like, it's again, I think I mentioned it. Oh, no, I never released that episode. I actually made an episode talking about the Super Smash Brothers stuff and, like, the allegation. And I never released it because it was just me playing PvP, and I decided that it was better not to. That's right. But I mentioned in like that video that, like, it's sort of like the Flight of Icarus thing. It's like you're so close to the sun and, like, you're so big and you're doing something that so many people could, like, you know, only dream of being able to do, like, for a job. It's like, can you please just, like, not be a terrible person? Like, and for those of you that might say, like, oh, well, what should she have done? You know, like, isn't it her house? She was living there. It's like, go rent a hotel room. You're one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. Like, even just, you know, again, regardless of the fact that he was into her or not, it's like, just out of respect for the people in your house. Like, because obviously they were still awake, you know? Like, it's not like he woke up at, like, 3 in the morning and, like, you know, was like, oh, I guess they're, you know, guess things are going on there. It's like, it's just... Oh, I think I don't know if I got the final... Okay, so that's... Okay. But, like, it's just... Oh. I didn't do any of the challenges, apparently. Huh. I want to pick these guys up. Wait, why are we leaving these guys here? So that's kind of cool, actually, going through these again. And this is where you get the seals and stuff. Okay. And we get a big chest. But, like, I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm just tired of seeing her on my timeline. Like, stop screwing up. Like, just be a decent person. It's really not that hard. Like, and I get it, and I think that's part of the problem, too. And, like, I get it. Like, look, like, Fed released a lot of, like, text messages from her that, like, you really, like, I'm not okay with that. Like, I really don't like that. Because I think it is an invasion of privacy. It's like, but that's also part of the problem with these streamers. It's like, they're so out there. You know what I mean? Like, they're so, like, between house tours and everything else and on camera for how many hours a day. It's like there's a reason I don't have a face cam. Like, it's a conscious choice, like, that I don't want a face cam because I don't want to deal with what comes with that. And it's like... You know, so unfortunately, like, I think these things to some extent are almost, like, bound to happen. But it's like, gosh, man. Like, can you just act like adults? Like, enough with the high school bullshit. Like, because that's really, and, like, a couple other people I've seen have, like, explained it that way, too. But that's really the only way to describe it. It's, like, just enough with the, you know, he said, she said. It's, like, whatever. It's, like, you're both bad people. Like, how many times do I gotta say it? Like, again, like, stop flying so close to the sun and, like, realize you could lose it all tomorrow. Like, and eventually you will. Like, if you keep ending up, you know, trending and whatnot and having videos made about you by, like, you know, all these stupid drama-related channels, like, eventually you are going to lose it all overnight. Like, just, like... And I understand, like, it's a very different type of bad person, right? Like, technically, obviously, Pokemon didn't do anything illegal. You know, unlike what Fed did. It's like, obviously, they're very different types of, like, bad people. But, like, if we're just talking about who they are as people, it's like, well, they're both bad. It's like, neither of them should be, like, looked up to as, like, these sort of, you know, Are there new strike missions? I don't think so. I think we've done all these. We've done Cold War. Yeah. But yeah, so there's that. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. It's just frustrating. All sorts of frustrating. But, you know what? Why don't we... Because that is cool. And maybe we will do the other two. Because, like, that one... Which one was that? That was... I think that was Gendarin. So I won't do another one this episode. We'll do PvP this episode. Because we do actually... Like, there are achievements... Nice, good spelling. There are achievements, like, tied to this, which would be, like... Like, I want to get this one, which is 10 Crystal Bloom supply boxes in Eye of the North. And I believe we get that from these people. From these faction vendors. So, like, there's this. Okay, so that's 2 of those. There's 15 of those. Let's buy 2 of these, just because we want to get this achievement.
That's all I needed.
Like, what's in them? Oh, I have 3 of them. Wow, there's actually a lot of stuff in these. Okay. Kinda cool. No, 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 no. I can't deposit these? They're not currency? Ugh. Alright, well, you know what? Let's play PvP. One game. I need another game to make up for the one that I played last night that we won. It was, you know. And it's just, you know, I'm sorry if that isn't really what you wanted to hear, like, coming to watch this episode. It's like, but it's just,
Nothing can bring me down.
It's, like, hard not to get frustrated about it. You know? And it's funny because the person I feel worst for is like Skara. Skara, by his own admittance, like, just wanted to play video game with people, and unfortunately all his friends are children. Well, at least 2 of them are. And it's like, oh, I feel bad for him. Like, it feels like, to an extent, it feels like, and I don't know if people are going to get this analogy, it feels like offline TV is sort of at, like, the, like, human beings stage where, like, Van Hagar split up, like, 2 or 3 months after Humans Beings. Like, if offline TV didn't exist in, like, 3 months, like, I really wouldn't be all that surprised. Like, it's just, or if it looks significantly different, I wouldn't be all that surprised. Like, it's just, you can't keep doing stuff like this. You can't keep having stuff like this happen and survive. Like, it's just, it's, you know, you need honest people. Oh, no! No! Why? I can't escape strongholds. I can't escape strongholds. No! No. Why? Why? I don't know, man. It's rough. And it's like frustrating to me because, like, I do believe these people, like, I think Pokimane and, like, these people, like, and I'm not gonna lump Fed in there because, you know, he's done some terrible things, but, like, I think these content creators are, like, good for the, like, ultimately they're good for the community and they're good for the scene. It's like, but God, they just, like, can you stop doing stupid things? Like, can you, like, if you're the example, you know, like, just stop with it. It's so annoying. Because you can't do anything for the community if you keep doing stupid things. Like, you know? Like, no one wants to hear from you after you keep doing stupid things that paint you in a bad light.
Last chance to nail down your strategy.
And I think that's, like, further proof, too, that, like, obviously she sold him down the river, like, when they first kicked him out, at least to some extent, because, you know, they both have text messages, like, talking about, like, you know, their own sides of this, and it's like, obviously her side is not as concise as she said. Like, that's just given, you know, when you have these types of conflicting messages, so it's like, I really shouldn't be putting this down. Although there's no one here. Oh, I was wondering if, like, I could get... Oh. Get the hell out of here. What? Why couldn't I hit him? I'm so confused. Oh, he doesn't have a stun. Oh, whoops. Kinda thought he had a stun. Hey lady, you wanna, like, actually help us? Like, I get you're getting the supplies, and, like, that's great, but... Oh, he's spinning. Whoops. Yo, you better get over here and heal me. Thank you. I didn't get the trip. I don't even know what's been going on this game so far. This is a disaster. Give me this, though. Yeah.
What are you waiting for? Can't be far to that distance.
It felt good to really talk about that sort of stuff, even if it's like an uncomfortable thing. Because I do want to try and move into... like, somewhat more, not podcasty, because I want to move somewhat into more, like, edited content and stuff like that, and I think trying to, like, put these things down and figure them out. There better be no one on that thing. Okay, there isn't. Trying to, like, put these things down and figure them out for myself, like, it's helpful, I'm not gonna lie. It's, you know, even in an improv way, it's you know, it feels good, and it feels like, you know, trying to get this right. And it can be difficult to do it in improv, but because I didn't, like, write any of that down before I you know, before I you know, hit record on this episode, but, like, ow. I'm going for the... Oh, who got the mist essence? You know, I'm trying to work on how I sound and, like, how I talk and, like, the tone. Oh, yeah. Real good trying to work on how I talk. You hear my voice crack. I'm trying to, like, work about, like, my tone. Try to be a little more formal. I guess we got it. And try to be, like, a little more, you know... I think you get what I mean. So it's... I feel like it's good to do things like that. Again, not exactly a super fun topic, but... What is that stun? I've never seen another Mesmer use that move. What is this guy doing? Where is he going? Why not fight them? Like, I don't get it. Like, he's just running, he's just at the door. Like, I don't get it. He's running around invisible. He's gonna die anyway. Like, why not fight with me, bro? What is he doing? What am I looking at? What? Okay. Don't think I quite understand. But maybe it's me. We're still knocking on the door. I'm coming, bro. Okay.
What are you waiting for? Can't be far to that mist essence.
And they're at the gate still? You know what? How long does this last? 7. I think it takes 10 seconds to get this.
Now's our chance to end this. Kill their lord.
I actually canceled it. Whoops. Okay, we're through to their lord, so it's archers from here on out, obviously.
We are the knife in the darkness.
No need for any more door breakers. Let's go. Let's go. We're on the offensive, and obviously we can be because their gauge is down and ours isn't. Look at our 4 archers. Yeah. This is what they call winning. Hopefully. That ain't him. That's him. And I got this guy behind me with his stupid owl. Get on him! Get him, boys! Oh, we're doing it at the same time. Boom! Hang on, I'm going in. What is this guy doing here?
This is it, mates. Keep them out.
I'm ignoring that guy. I'm gonna get in here and spin. I don't even need to spin. His guards are gone. Probably because of all the archers I bought. Bought so many archers, bro. That's a dub. That's a dub, baby.
Not bad at all.
I've won 2 straight matches. I can't believe it. And of course, like I said, when I win, I don't get any awards. Maybe less of me is better. Maybe teams do better when there's less of me. Yikes, that's really sad, actually. Alright, well, that's where I'm going to end this episode. Kukumuru, thanks you for watching this somewhat rambly, sort of weird episode. Just my 2 cents on, oh god, on, you know, on certain people,
That's it, mates. Keep them out.
you know, that are in, you know, and don't take it, like, too harshly one way or the other, or, like, don't, like, I'm, you know, obviously, I think they're both, one is confirmed a very bad person, and the other person, in my opinion, has shown quite a history of being quite a bad person, so, don't take it like that, you know, go form your own opinion. I am not the end-all be-all. Just kind of what I'm seeing here. So, Kukumuru, thanks you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.